If you are a multi-passionate person like me who is swimming in ideas for your new small business and you don't know which one to pick, I'm throwing you a lifeline today. Stop guessing and start testing. Welcome to the Growth Table, Simplifying Small Business. I'm Karen Velez, your business big sister, and today we are turning ideas into testable business models, and we're doing it quickly so we avoid analysis paralysis and we get moving on those big ideas. These first 10 episodes are designed to be your roadmap to creating a business around your passion that you can continue to be passionate about, or reigniting that passion for a business you already have. I try to make these episodes quick and straightforward so we don't overcomplicate things and we don't muddy the waters. Let's get into it. So last episode, we talked about defining your why for starting and running your business as a way to give you checkpoints and guardrails to keep you on track as you build. What we need to remember is that a business model is just checking off 5 different boxes: an audience, their problem, your promise, your offer with the delivery, and a price, right? To know if we have a viable business, we just fill those boxes and then we prove the concept out in the wild. And that's always the scary part. A lot of times we build products or whole businesses around something that we think is a fabulous idea and something that people really need, and we put all this time and effort and money into it, only to find that there aren't as many people out there who want that thing as we thought there were. So testing our concepts on real people in the real world may be scary, but trust me, it could save you a whole lot of heartbreak. So those first 3 boxes, one audience, one problem, and one promise. We need to get really clear on each one of these. Who are we helping exactly? And it needs to be narrow, not just busy moms, but busy new moms with newborns under 6 months old. That's very specific. Not HVAC techs, but HVAC contractors managing 1 to 3 service trucks. Not just home bakers, but beginner sourdough bakers. You see where I'm getting with this? Very specific and narrow. Next, figure out what is their painful problem in their own words. What would they tell you their issue is? No time to cook. Job costing per service tech is a mess. I keep killing my sourdough starter, okay? That's what their problem is. And then finally, what is your promise? What is the clear outcome that you provide within a believable time frame? So plan a weeknight dinner in under 10 minutes. No profitability per job within 24 hours. Bake a sourdough loaf that rises and tastes amazing in just 14 days and quit killing your starter. That is your promise. Now, throw that all together. What does my business do? So, I help busy new moms within 6 months postpartum who feel like they have no time to cook plan their weeknight dinners in less than 10 minutes a day. That's a thing. I help HVAC contractors with multiple service techs struggling with job cost analysis understand their profit margin within 24 hours. I help beginning sourdough bakers struggling with their starter learn to properly feed and store that starter while creating amazing loaves in just 2 weeks. Those sound like viable products or businesses, right? So now we figure out how we're going to do these things. How are we solving this problem? That's where our offer and our pricing comes in. So our next 2 boxes are our offer with that delivery and our price. So the offer is the package of help. The delivery is how it shows up, and the price is how much we charge. So, if you're a service provider, this might be 90-minute systems consultation on Zoom, and plus I deliver a 1-page action plan within 48 hours of the call. The intro price is $199, right? If you're a product-based business, this might be a starter kit plus 5 email bake-along sequence and a QR code to a 10-minute troubleshooting video, and the introductory price is $39. Or you might have a hybrid example of this, a group workshop plus a template bundle plus a 14-day check-in, and the intro price is $79 per person. When it comes to pricing, we want to start simple, okay? Cover your time and your costs, include a margin, and then set a number that you can say out loud without flinching. Remember, we are in the testing phase. We are trying to see if you have a viable product or business. Once you get feedback on this initial price, then you can adjust. And it's always easier to reduce a price than it is to raise it, unless you're offering like a founder's rate or an early bird special or something. So if you have a founder's rate or an early bird special or an early bird price, you can offer at a lower price point for those who are taking a chance on the new concept, and then comfortably raise that price when you offer it to the general public based on the feedback that you get from those early buyers. That is my favorite way to price new services or new products. So the next thing we're going to do is validate this offer, and we're going to do this within a week to 2 week period. You want to pick one test that puts a real offer in front of real people. So if you are able to DM people on social media, you might pick 10 ideal customers, send them a very crisp and respectful pitch with a calendar link to book with you. You might post a simple interest form with 3 questions and drive traffic from one of your social media channels for like 48 hours. You could run a limited founding member offer to 25 people on your email list. If you're doing a product launch, you could take pre-orders with a very clear ship date and a cap on the number of orders that you will take, okay? What counts as proof? A yes with money or a scheduled paid session? Compliments aren't proof. Maybe later isn't proof. A deposit or a clear order is proof. If you don't get this proof, well, that doesn't necessarily mean you don't have a viable business. Tweak your offer, tweak your pitch, or tweak your form of validation, whatever it is. This isn't just a one and done unless you knock it out of the park on your first try. Okay, then it's one and done. You're ready to go. Give it a couple of different iterations before you get discouraged or you give up. If you are passionate about this thing that you want to do, then find a way to make it happen. Redefine your ideal customer, change up your product, and then try it again. So what are we doing? We have one audience, we have one problem, we have one promise. Package the offer, set a test price, validate it with a real ask in 7 to 14 days. Yes, it's going to be scary, but if you need to, tweak it and try again. This is how we know we have a viable business. If today's episode sparked ideas, or maybe now you have more questions and you'd like a super supportive space to keep building, check out the Growth Table Small Business Collective. We host monthly workshops. We keep a growing resource library. We offer peer-to-peer support. Plus, you have access to me for questions and guidance. It's a low-pressure way to get consistent help while you start and grow your business. You can check it out at growthtablesbc.com, and you will find that link in the show notes. Next week, we will assume that you have validated your idea, and we will name your business and sketch out your brand identity without spiraling into the abyss or redoing it 14 times. See you then.